Hello everyone, back to Timberborn. Let's see where we got up to last time. It's gone no background music during the loading page. Alright. We paused. Let's have a little bit of a look around. Alright, so I'm building this to get some water over here. I'm building more huts to get more beavers. I do have pine resin. Okay, so some science. Now the science needs 200 horsepower. This will generate 400, but at the moment these use 170 each. So we wouldn't be able to run all of them and that at the same time. We probably need resources over here for this to do its building with. But we're short 6 beavers. Some beavers are hungry, but we've got some food. We perhaps need to, with this water here, if this all greens up, maybe we can grow stuff over there. What's the... We don't look like we're in a drought or anything. Alright, let's hit play. It was a drought, so the drought's just ended. Alright, 6 villages too many. Let's pause these. So we're gonna have science from the observatory real soon. We're building something over here too. To see if we could green up this area over here. Oh. We blocked off this for the next bad tide because there were pipes there. If we fill this with water coming out of this one, maybe we could... not really deep enough to get not really deep enough to put a large pump in. There's a lot of opportunity for freshwater over here for farming and that sort of stuff. We need to block this off. Maybe we're at 1.3k size. Maybe we could do 2 things. We could use this as a source for bad water, and we could block it off, but we need 4,000 science. We're going to have metal soon. We won't have sticky planks, but sticky planks aren't that hard to get. That one's not going to do anything. There's no bad water. But that was a drought coming. Alright, have we got any builders? We do have builders. Do we have wood? Yes. So, alright, so to find out what they're doing, let's click on one. Grabbing wood. It's taking that wood over to build this. Okay. Alright, maybe we need to up the priority of these. Let's get the housing first because we are short on workers. Pine resin, that's really quick for them to make. Alright, so now when we look at the builders, we're still putting these down. Oh, these are the highest priority. Alright, let's change them back to normal. Alright, so now we'll watch the houses get built. And we've still got too many beavers. We're pretty good for planks and gears. Let's pause all of those just for the moment. We haven't got someone working in the smelter. We've got 3 jobs too many. The tapper's not doing anything right now. Let's pause it. Because we've got 50 and we need 54. We only need 10 for this. Let's pause some of our wood. Cut it down as lumberjacks, and I've paused this particular forester because if I don't have any lumberjacks on this side, the forester doesn't need to replant them. Although oh no, there's still plenty of wood. This lumberjack can cut down all of that there. So during a drought, this doesn't produce water either. It's only not a drought and being provided enough power. I'm connecting these together because I don't want another beaver job to fill this one over here, but maybe that would have been a better idea. So 4 beavers and 4 hauling post or haulers. Haulers are great because they carry twice as much. Or 100% again. So when I'm building things far away, I have little storage piles nearby the construction that can be filled up by haulers to provide the builder beavers. Alright, let's get... Can we get science on the way first? Let's have a look at food. Cooking chestnuts, cooking potatoes. So we can start growing potatoes and cooking chestnuts. Potatoes, chestnuts. We need to plant chestnuts. So maybe this little area here. Because we've got our maples, our pine. So maples for maple syrup, pine for pine resin. And we can do chestnuts. So we need to cut all of these down. Demolish these. Let's get them done quicker. In terms of cutting down stuff, we don't want these to be cut down anymore. And the reason we don't want them cut down anymore is we're going to plant chestnuts there that are going to be harvested. Oh, but I'm doing it wrong. I have a gatherer here. If I plant these as chestnuts, that same gatherer, as well as getting berries, can get chestnuts. So I'm going to stop if I can. Let's lower the priority of all of that first. Let's replant oak. Can we cancel? How do we cancel the demolish? Unmark. I've planted 1,000 trees. Alright. And you keep cutting them down. Alright. Now, I'm thinking I might move my gatherer down a little bit further. Not sure. Right, we're going to get rid of all these. Pronto. We're going to get this forester back. Oh, we're not going to cut down any of these anymore. I'm going to get this guy back. We're going to plant chestnuts. Now I'm going to put some more storage in. Oh, there's a new spiral staircase. which I've not used before. It needs sticky. Needs sticky planks, which I don't have yet. But maybe sticky planks is what we need next. What are they called? A wood workshop. It needs 250. This one uses... not sure. And a bit of storage. I like stacking my storage in my houses. Right, so we're going to get chestnuts. We're going to get cooked chestnut. We're going to get potatoes next. And we'll get cooked potatoes. Grilled potatoes. Right. Water-wise, okay, we've got 5 days left in the drought, and we've got 1.2k. I think that's still pretty good. Water's going to have to be one of those things that we look at next. If I get rid of that one, put another efficient farmhouse here. Either wait for this to get built, or maybe that's not really efficient and I should build another water patch here. Maybe we don't do this. All right. What are we building? What are we prioritizing? We are prioritizing this, but that's done now. So that'll fill up here. So because this level's the same as this level. I think if you do X, see how it shows you where my mouse is. There are solid rounded squares, and there are solid rounded squares over here. So they're at the same height. That means the water in here, that was me pressing X on the keyboard. Water here is going to flow out of there, fill up all of this, and then flood down here, fill up all of this. So give us all of this, plus this being deep is going to give us a bit longer. It's still, once it's done all that, it's still going to spill out here and fill this area here. But you see how this is this needs water added to it. I'm thinking once we get access to bad water, we'll get some TNT and we'll make a hole in here for a deep water pump to pump out. Maybe. Alright, we're running out of planks. Let's get the planks going. Oh, we have science on the go. Let's not overwork that yet. We've got those two there too. We don't have any pumpkin potatoes yet, and we don't have any chestnuts. I haven't even planted them. Oh no, I've planted some. Alright, let's finish planting chestnuts. Uh, 1.4 days left in the drought. These will last for 6 to 7 days. We just weren't able to plant in that time. Wonder what's going to come next after this drought. This is what we should go for. Maybe science. Maybe it's worth adding science. Oh, we're getting sticky plants. How many sticky plants does this need? 4. Or treated planks. So let's fully staff this. So we're going to get 10 every 0.7. These we're getting 1 every 1. So we don't need them anymore. Once this farmhouse is built, it's going to take 3 as well. It should help with what it can reach, but we're going to give it potatoes. We're working on chestnuts and potatoes at the moment. We don't need to. What else? What are we collecting that we don't have much storage of? Nothing. So maybe wheat will be our next thing. I might as well plant it now. So, food-wise, we need to mill the flour and then bake it. We can wait. We don't have chestnuts yet. We don't have potatoes yet. So we don't need to get the gorillas on the go. Science 1.2. Got 5 babies, 4 empty beds. Let's look at their happiness. So potatoes and chestnuts are going to help. We haven't got wet fur. Don't have a scarecrow because you need paper for that. But monuments. Maybe monuments is our next thing. $200 logs. We could get close to that. Oh, maybe not. Actually pretty light on trees, aren't we? Where would we like to plant our next forest? Maybe over here. Or we could build a forest much closer here. Alright, we've got water up here already. Let's build it. So to do that we need forester. A lumberjack. Come to the path. Right. And let's give permission to cut. Crowd approaching. Alright. We don't have potatoes yet. 60% cooked. 60% broke. That's another drought coming. Was going to have nothing to do for a while. Let's pause him. 153 logs. Let's get the monument. And then the next science spend will be for our bad water over here. We probably should try to get there. We're going to build it from way up the top here. And get across here. I'm going to pause this one because I actually want to keep the water level higher over here just to see if this stays greener for longer. Right. We build that. Once we've got this under control, we will have to make a way out of here because beavers will have to walk. Okay, we're up to 1.5. We did increase our villages. We probably need to increase our water. I want to build a big water storage. Metal, gears and planks. We got 20 metal. We need 30. We've got plenty of scrap. Alright, maybe we can do it. "19-day drought." Let's stop pumping for this one. Actually, with our little water pools, maybe we better to empty this to stop the evaporation. So while we've got places to put the water, especially if we finish these, but I do need to start this back up. Sticky planks. We can pause. Alright, so this one needs logs and scrap metal. So let's give it hauler supplied. 26 scrap metal. The pile holds only 20. This needs planks and pine resin. Alright, so logs. And scrap metal. Planks. Pine resin. And then what they put out little blocks and treated planks, sticky planks. Alright. In terms of power, it's using 200. This needs 250, so we need to add 50 power to this grid. Maybe we can connect them together. Alright, so the middle blocks have already gone up to 31. We've still got 1.3k water. We're halfway to our water score. Alright, why did we get a boost in well-being? Ah, did this finish?
Wow.
Yeah, it did. And our logs are coping. We've got more villages now, so let's get our second lumberjack going. And let's start this guy off, even though he's got 80% of 30 days. That would be 8 out of 10. By 3, 20, it'd be 24 days still before we get wood. That's the closest trees to the forest to get planted first, so that tree is going to grow first. Alright, they're making progress on this bridge. We've got 6 extra. We could get some more haulers. We probably should prioritize this storage first. Let's just get that done. This is where we could use some automation. To only turn on one of these at a time based on what we need more of. Resource counter. Needs paper. 250 sides. Alright, we've got 14. Alright, so the water's gone. Still at 1.2. Still got water up here. That's good. And this is staying green for the moment. This isn't gonna last forever though. It's not gonna last the full 14 days, but these oak will survive. Why? Why isn't this guy planting? Oh, must have been getting food, or keep forgetting I can click on them. Oh, this water tank's making good progress. Well, I just noticed our gears are getting low. Using over. If I reduce this by 1, does it use less power? No. I have to shut off. Shut off one of these. Have I made a mistake here? These ones, are they not growing back? Okay, what was meant to be cut down? Yeah, they were meant to be cut down. They're oak. Okay, so we need to tell these to be replanted. Alright, how are we going? We've got potato and wheat now. We have chestnuts? No, the chestnuts aren't growing because it's too dry. Alright, I'm going to demolish all this. Start again. It needs to be... that work? I think so. Let's get this built now. Um, 870, 860 with 10 days to go, so that's not 100 a day. I think you need something like twice as much water. So we got 48 beavers, so we should be using about 100 water a day. Let's build a water pump down in this deep section here. Just to get us an extra 100. The other things that's using up all of the water is these little ponds. So 728, 26. So it's missing a couple of trees. These are going to die out in 6 days, and the droughts last 9 days. Alright, 684, 9 days. That's not enough. We're going to need to get some more water. So let's also access this one here. Alright, and high prioritize. That's got a beaver in there working away, but the amount of water that's in here, it isn't that much. Over here there's a little bit more. Yeah, so one layer of water evaporated. Oh, we've got enough to build our bad water rig. think I'll have the exit out that side. Have to use spiral staircases and sorts of things. Oh, I've hit pause at some point. So these trees will die in 14 days, but the drought will be over in 8. So there'll be this works day or night. There will be wind, and we won't be in a drought well before these trees will die. So not much water there. Still plenty of water here once we build it. We've got our first large water tank too. So when the next drought finishes, we should be able to get lots of water. Where should we get it from? That's why I want to build this to get TNT and to make a bigger hole here to collect water with a large water pump. A large water pump can go 4 meters deep. But it can pump 5 water every third of an hour, whereas these guys pump 1 every third of an hour. So 5, and it uses 3. So with these 3 pumpers, I get 3 every quarter of an hour. With the large one, I'll get 5. So it's bigger, better. Alright. Is this done? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's done. This one started. We can help him with the hauler, so let's do that. We want a storage. It's a small barrel. We want to speed it up. It's going to supply. And it's going to supply water. Now, this beaver's going to dump the water in there, and then the haulers, carrying twice as much, will carry it from there and fill up the other places. Alright, 378 for 6 days. That's not enough. Let's pause all of these. So we're not going to put any more water into them. We've got these guys ready to go as soon as the drought finishes. Here's fitted planks. Metal blocks. Gonna be a bit of work. We need more this. So the water in here should last for 4 days. But it's doing its job well, allowing the farms to stay. Not going to run in the middle, but we've got more metal there. How much water are we going? Oh, so this is almost used up too. I reckon I'm needing 100 water a day. So 4 days of drought, we've got 360. So if we can, as long as we can get another 100 out of this amount of water here, I think we'll be alright. It's going to be tight. When this aquifer is running again, we'll turn these back on. I would build some hauling post items down here, but I haven't got that much of these things for them to transfer. Like at the moment we don't have any tread planks. We could even pause science for the moment to get more planks and more gears. Cool. We've got chestnuts and we've got potatoes, so let's start them. They don't use any power. It was just nearby the storage. Oh, we're not even doing sticky planks. Oh, we've got 75 metal blocks, but I think we need more than that. Okay, so these won't be running at 100%. They don't need to be prioritized because everything that they need is at their fingertips. So instead of prioritizing the workshops, I'm prioritizing the storage nearby. Oh, well, I'm not even prioritizing it. But I can. I did the iron workshop. Get another 2 haulers because we've got all these new things that we're getting the beavers to do. Oh, we're out of water. 2 days left, but now we're over 200. 200 litres, 200 water droplets, whatever it is. So our potatoes and our grilled chestnuts, they're adding. Oh, I've got injuries. Did I build hospital beds? Yes. Three injured. I've got 4 hospital beds. When these are filled. Okay, so one of these holds 300. One of these holds 1200. So 4 times the amount. So that'll be, once I fill them up, that'll be really good. Alright, 1 more day of drought to go. Doing little bits of cheatsy here. So these are building these ones like this. The area of coverage of the bulletin pole covers all of the buildings. So as they sleep, they all get the benefit of that. Alright, half a day. I've cut it really fine. That extra, getting the extra water from there and from here has let us survive, I think. Wow. They can go half a day without water. An incident, as other YouTubers call them. Need a little bit of breeze. Alright, there's the breeze. Trees have all been watered now. We're getting more water via there. Now, I've built a little water tank to use haulers to get the water back. This guy's not that far from it, so I reckon that's alright. Right, how are we going for our third water rig? Got a lot of work to go. Hello, random guy from Lithuania. Playing a bit of Timberborn. Hope your day's going well. We're at that point where we're waiting for the next disaster to happen. We had 2 droughts in a row. Cut our water reserves way down, so I'm trying to recover from that at the moment. We've got nothing on the horizon for like a drought or a bad tide. I'm doing really well, thank you. Ah, yeah. I'm probably not zoomed in enough for you to see clearly. Have to get right in. Anyway, I'm just watching those water numbers go up. We're up to 600 water droplets or litres, whatever they... I don't know that there's a unit. But I think the beavers need 2 of them a day. So what do we win? Oh, that's not fair. That's on... Now I wonder whether that's something I'm doing. Do I need to check the stream, or is it just your device? I'll check. Maybe there's something wrong with Twitch. Maybe there's something wrong with my upload to Twitch. I did play with my settings, but I thought I didn't play from yesterday. The video download was cancelled. Try again. Click here to reload the player. Alright, what does my... Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. have to ask the Google what it thinks the problem is. Oh, drought approaching. In 3 days. We're up to 1.1k of water. YouTube's working. Just Twitch. Maybe I've set the rates too high or something. I can definitely see that Twitch is broken. YouTube's working. Your profile pic. Alright. Drought started. 22 days. And I'd have to have 2.2k of water the last 22 days. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to keep on pumping. Before the water evaporates. See if we can make it through. This might be a bit tight. Where else can I get water from? Now that we're in a drought, I can't. logging into the Twitch console. Does it tell me? Does it tell me why? Stream manager. Unstable. Average stream bitrate too high. Okay. Can I change the bitrate live? Green. No, I can't. Alright, I've got 19 days to go. And I've got 2.1k of water now. So I think I will survive this drought. So average stream bitrate too high. Setting bitrate to its maximum recommended bitrate depends on the resolution and frame rate. So 1080 at 60 frames per second is 600. So I can go up to 600. Yeah. 600 is the maximum. Green output. Alright, so I've changed the bitrate as it just appeared in Twitch now. It must take a little while to show up. OBS is telling me it's dropped it to 600. 6,000. Alright, water. We have 17 days of this drought and we've got 2.1k of water. Good. And we're working well towards our bad water rig. Metal blocks we've got enough of, so I might pause our metal block machine because that'll help our treated planks to go faster. We've got to do 80 of them. We also need a whole bunch of gears. Might pause one of the plankers. I need to start the observatory back up. Alright. We're running just this one. Maybe we can put a gear workshop over here as well. Where do I find more geothermal vents? Yeah, but they only produce 400. And we might actually need to pump this out to actually use it. So why don't I start doing that as well? How far down does the bad water rig go? Only 2. I might even put a second one in. These only go 2 deep, so I've got to I think I can build all of that from the edges. I'll put those stairs in when that layer is clear of bad water. Nothing to do in range. Right, we're out of metal scraps. Do we start doing metal scraps from up here? Yeah, I think we should. Building lacks goods. So we have no more chestnuts to make roasted chestnuts. Yeah. That's just a matter of time. Or it's a consideration for building more chestnut trees. Building unstaffed. Oh, we're really short on villagers. Not villagers. That's a Minecraft conversation. Why are we down? Oh, we had a... Oh, look at that. We had a whole a whole bunch die really quickly. There's 6 in quick succession. Alright, so let's pause some jobs. 12. We've only got 3 too many. We've got 1 logger in each location. We are still using our logs though. Let's just check, see if Twitch is working again. No, it's still not working. We restart. Is it averaging more than... Alright. Go back into settings. Output. YouTube looks like it's happy. Alright, so let's try and drop our bitrate even more. We have got the bitrate down to 6, but it's still over 6,000. So let's drop it to 5,900. Alright, it's under 6,000 now. Dropping the quality even more. Aiming for under 500 kilobits per second now. Bit rate. I'm just going to give it some time. Flood a building? What building have I flooded? Ah, this one here. So I've built a building underneath. We don't have enough beavers. The drought ends in 5 days. We're 7 beavers short. Alright, we need to restrict building. We need to let's sacrifice our haulers. So we've only got 3 haulers now, but all of the other jobs are filled. We're going to start collecting bad water, and I do have a bad water tank, but no. Alright. That was a waste of building. Let's do that post haste. We need more treated planks. We've got everything we need to make treated planks. Oh, so we've done the gears. We've done the metal blocks, just the treated planks. So let's pause the gear workshop. So the treated plank can run at 100% efficiency. We're getting sides. Alright, so we've had some of our beavers grow up. We've got one injured beaver, and we've had a whole bunch grow up, and so now most of the jobs are filled. Got 1.2k and only 3 days to go, so I think I need these jobs to be still going. That leaves us only one hauler. So we really need more beavers. With our spiral staircases, should I be doing something different? Alright, let's get another row of houses. Alright. That's another 12. Another 12 beavers. Are we pumping bad water? Yeah. Let's get a hauler. Take bad water away. Where are we going to put the next bad water pump? So this is finished now. Brilliant. Let's pause it for now because it can't do anything while it's submerged. But it's blocked off that bad water supply now. Alright, we're building another bad water pump to clear out the very bottom. So I've left a set of stairs off so that my beavers actually, I probably should leave these off so my beavers won't go into the bad water. This one's going to pump down those 2 layers, and then this one all of this stuff can be built up at this level. These spiral staircases are new for me. Probably don't need them there. That should work, shouldn't it? If I built this next to that, it could all be built from above. Just went the wrong way when I came out. Let's do that. How are we going here? We are collecting bad water already. The drought is over. But we are surely lacking in beavers. So we're fast tracking these stairs because we've built the housing already. That'll give us 12 more. We've got 9. Okay. That's a bad tide in 3 days. We need to get heaps of water. What can we turn off? Let's turn off this. We've only got one builder. We've only got one hauling post. We've gotten a lot of bad water trying to get this stuff under control. We're pumping out bad water here. It's going to last 8.7 days. And we've got 18,000. So we could have lasted even longer. We could have lasted 18 days or 19 days. Maybe we should not be pumping this out. Let's pause these guys. That gives us some workers. We'll have to come back to that one. We want this built next. It's highest priority. Planks 12. We've got plenty. Gears. Got plenty. Metal blocks. Got 80. We need 30 for this. So we're going to be able to build explosives. So we could start getting ready for this here. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. That's where we're going to put our water pump. We need to unlock TNT. So we're going to put one there. We want to go 4 deep. If we make a 2 wide trench, then we can keep placing either side that 2 wide trench. Let's start with just this much. Alright, what does this need? Recipe. Explosives. It needs bad water, so let's give it a small tank of bad water. Supply. Yes. Let's get some more builders on the go. Once we've dug them, we're going to build the large water pump. Needs 10 sticky planks. We've got plenty of them. Got 5 days left in the drought. Plenty of water still. We're not pumping any water right now. I think that's okay. We're still underwater here. We've actually filled up our bad water storage, which means we can't pump out anymore. So let's build some more. Get them built quick. This one's only 20% effective. It's got to travel a long distance to get rid of the this is where the explosives can go. It's going to supply. Now, I did make that wheat, didn't I? Yeah. Right, we need to build more. How do we want to get down from here? We curve the same way. Maybe. Yay! I had to drop the rate by heaps. Does it look clear though? It looks clear. Good. Well, now you can see what I'm doing. I've got a day left in bad tide, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to pump the bad water out, which is what this guy's doing. And I've now got TNT, so I can do a little bit of landscaping. Oh, so that is the bottom of the map. Lake Hopper. I'll have a look. Thank you. Yeah, well, this is a fun game because it's just come out of, like, this is version 1 now. So it's been pre-release all of the other times I've played it. I had this big plan of digging a big hole to have the water in it, but it's already at the bottom of the map. So maybe I need to do my big hole up here somewhere. Anyway, let's get a large water pump installed. And we'll build another large water pump up here. And we can TNT much more area away up here. Stairs to get in there. So it's like a seaplane, is it? That's the concept, lake hopper. Right, we have our first large water pumper working. We have some extra villagers now. What do I put in these? We need more gears. I think some of the later builds we do need lots of gears, so having a stockpile of them kind of makes sense. Actually running short of planks. Let's get another plank going. We want to obtain for that one. I had that storage barrel on the wrong setting. I wanted it to be getting bad water delivered by haulers so that then the explosive factory could go faster. Oh, I have to put something in these. We're good with carrots. We're good with potatoes, chestnuts. Alright, so why don't we start down the flour? So we've got wheat already. Let's get flour and let's get bread. And we'll change my mind about the gears. Let's get maple pastries because we've already got maple syrup. Yeah, we get different colours. I'm assuming that it wasn't like the reds and the dark blues and greys and stuff, which like with storms you can get. It's amazing. The sky is amazing, the different colours that it can make. But I imagine what you were seeing was something different from that again. So I'm putting in a grist mill to mill flour. And I've connected it up to the geothermal engine. We need a bakery now though. We need two in fact. These are going to make bread and maple pastries. So the flour will be used in both there. Oh, I missed putting a bit of stuff there. Alright, there's a bad tide approaching. We've got a little bit more water there. 1.4k. We've got beavers. I keep calling them villagers. Alright. We're trying to figure out what we're having for dinner here. But that would be a good thing. Oh, they think it might be something wrong on your end. Yeah, well, I was using a 10-year-old machine until recently. I managed to get in just before the RAM crisis that we're in at the moment, and I just bought a. All right. I didn't get. What's going on here? No recipe selected. Okay, wheat flour. Well, hopefully it's not something that's specific to your computer. Something that they missed and can be fixed for lots of people. Yeah, this Timberborn is the first program that I've bought and played pre-release. Mind you, I did get No Man's Sky in the early days too, but I don't know. I enjoyed what I got, even though it was a bit buggy and strange looking and stuff. But I guess I've really appreciated what it's grown into. Except now, I think in the last year or so, when they started bringing fishing in, I don't know. I don't play these games to go fishing. Maybe I just don't have the patience. I want to be able to detonate only one of these, but I believe they'll all blow up. Alright, we've got 18 days of this bad tide, and we've got 2.4k, so I'm still, I think we've increased our beavers over 50%, but it's still about 100 a day. And we're still pumping out water at the moment. So we should be alright. We're almost gotten down to the bottom of this hole. Alright, next challenge. I think it's a larger water reserve up here. Maybe we should get zip lines going. We got everything we need for zip lines now. Metal, gears. And planks? We do. I think we should start ziplining. We've got 7,000. Well, you can put paths in. Gates in now. It's pretty cool. All this new stuff. Yeah. Alright. We're going to move this water. So let's empty it. There's plenty back there. And this is where we're going to put the zip line. Alright, so we are going to be getting stuff from over here. So we want a zipline station over here as well. We also, I'm planning to have water here. So I'll put a zipline station over here. And we'll figure out what pylons we need to join them all together. Too far. What I like to do is build my pylons on top of platforms. Wonder whether the platform can be in the water. There we go. This is almost done. Probably didn't need two of them up there, but how long these will take to make? Oh, we're running out of metal. I mean, we don't need sticky planks, so we'll pause that. This is using 200. This is using 150, so it can be supplied. think I've made a mistake here. I might... Oh, no, we might be able to reach all of them. Alright. If we want to... Oh, went a bit far. Gonna have to get some extract to make the TNT dig deeper. How's our bread going? Are we making bread? Yes, we've got lots of bread. And we're making maple pastries. From the maple... So, how much does it use? Uses one of them. Alright. We're going to get to start that one soon. For now... Oh, this is done. We can pause that. And start that one going. We've got 11 days left on this bad tide. And we've got enough water to last. Good. And this is all still wet here. We won't need these again. We don't need 5 workers. Maybe just 1. I think I can put TNT underneath the large water pump. So let's place it down now too. It tells you whether it can plant, whether it can do a task. These are in reach. They must be able to stand on the corners and place it down. We do need more power. So now that we've got these spiral staircases, or do we join them together? And make a field of windmills. Do I join the windmills up to the other power? Fair way. 8 days. Alright, let's see what our builders are doing. They're working on tea. But they're eating bakery items, pastry items. Alright. We'll do a floor at a time in here. Possibly could have TNT'd a little bit more around here. Never mind. Alright, I think I'm going to build a field of wind turbines up here. So let's not necessarily the most efficient way to do that, but it'll work. Alright. That should work. want to build an energy tower for me to put gravity batteries in. So what if that runs along this way? So if every corner has one of them, does that work? Bit fiddly. There's a little bit of pattern. It's every second level because it's scaffolding. Alright, bad tide ended. 800 water left. We're still pumping the bad water out of there. But this is going. We finished the TNT. Looks like we have. Let's detonate that. Let's put another layer of TNT down. Now, all of that, all of that scaffolding is going to take a bit of work. Alright, have we got rid of... That looks clean enough now. We need to automate this. And I don't know how to do that anymore. Is there a... There's floodgates, a fill valve, a one-way outlet that regulates downstream water level, a fill valve, a throttling, a one-way valve, adjustable flow rate. We've got a drought coming. We are pumping heaps of water. Alright, drought's approaching. I am going to go. Thanks for watching. Thanks random guy from Lithuania for contributing in chat and stuff. We had a bit of fun. We're making progress. We've got larger water supplies. And we're going to figure out gravity batteries and the new sluice technologies next time. Thanks for watching.